Hello! Welcome back to this. I'm gonna teach you how to program and JK, I don't know what I'm doing. Who does even? Okay, so when the last video left off and I was finished being better than all of you at coding, like my amazing skills. Okay, I got to the end here, and just so you guys know, I'm like writing down what the board should look like at each step. So like with all of these, each of these thingies, each of these printlins, top, right, okay. I'm making sure that top, right, down. What? Okay, I'm making sure that I'm like checking what everything looks like at each point. And then, so it's the end, right. So with this, what I was trying to do is, you can't see it, but in this maze, like there's a way to get in, but there's no way to get out. So I'm gonna go to end. Come on. I'm gonna go to end. Right. And then I'm gonna see what the heck is up. So what I'm thinking is wrong, right? Is that, see, so okay, so end is equals if there are visited blocks. If there are no visited blocks, then what was I saying? Okay, if there are no visited blocks, so like just out of the 4 blocks, if there's no unvisited ones, I need to go ahead and skip everything and return it to the end and like, you know, like finish drawing the maze. But the problem with this maze is that there's a starting point, like there's an entry point to the maze, but then there's no entry point to the maze. So before I didn't have this if not end. So basically up at the top there's like I don't know what I wanted. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's like, hey, do you want to change the color of your computer? No, computer. I do not want to change the color of my computer. So, there's this. So the right has been chosen. Basically, it takes in like a random out of the 4 directions and it chooses one, right? So because there was no end, I'm gonna create a variable that is a boolean. It's a true or false, and it's gonna say, oh hey, there is an endpoint. So I'm just gonna go all the way up. So above this, So I want to create it as global of a variable as there is. So I wanted to have like this giant scope. So I don't even want to be in pick next block. Although maybe I do. And the problem is I want to go all the way and create this thingy in Maze Maker. So this is gonna be like the most giantest scope in the whole thing. So I'm gonna call this end is found. And then I'm gonna say, man, this is why they told us to create a dumb code at the very beginning of it, so I know what the fuck I'm doing. But anyway, my comments are kind of like the dumb code. Actually, my whole code is kind of like the dumb code, if you know what I'm saying. Don't ask. Okay, so I'm gonna go and see when it goes like, when it finds a block and it checks like outside the, okay, so like if it goes outside the actual maze, like if, see, okay, so if the direction is up and to check if there's up and it's not the exit. Right, so this is what I'm looking for. I want to create an exit. So if it's not the exit, I know what the fuck I'm doing, man. So if it chooses up and up is not the exit, right? It's gonna be like, oh, here's the thingy. But if it is the exit, I want to say this is the end, which is this what it was supposed to say, but instead end means check visited blocks. So end means the end of end, right? But I don't need the end of end. I need the end of the solution to the maze. So can anybody remember what I called my thingy? I called it, okay, so if it's the end, if it chose the top, what did I call it? Come on, you guys, I forgot. I called it end is found, right? Sound like that? Okay, this dot end is found. End is found equals true. Initially, I wanted to equal false. So end is found. And I want it, can I just do equals false? Okay, I'm just gonna see if this compiles first. You know, if I were smart, I would have like a seed that I would do, like a predetermined seed. That was my alarm to let you guys know. So, okay, so it does compile. So I'm just gonna do if end is true. Okay, so if blocks, the syntax of them is like really wonky. So let's see if I get this right. If it's not end, if end wait, but it already has all the check visited blocks. So if there are no visited blocks, so I'm gonna take this, right? And I'm gonna put it in here. Change it. So if this dot end is found, and I think so I want it to be not this dot end is found. Okay, I think that's right. Let's see if this compiles. I knew it. You stupid if statement, you. The fuck? What the fuck? Does this show my like data and shit? Okay, it doesn't right now. Maybe it does in the future. Can't let you guys know who I am. I'm like the masked coder. Missing this after condition. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. So I'm just gonna do the same thing to every single thing. But then it already was the end. This is so stupid. I don't know how to figure this out. Maybe I should do or. Maybe I should do or. Okay, or. Okay, it should be it. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy and paste this to all the other ones. And see how that goes. Horribly. It's gonna go horribly. But let's see if we can like dumbass our way through this shit. Okay, so I'm gonna go back, and then I'm just gonna copy this and go to the other ones and paste it here. I think the reason I did that was like I copied and pasted it 4 times was because I was just like, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, let me just write this down 4 times because I'm like a colossal idiot. So I did it. and I just never went back and was like, oh, let me polish this. Maybe eventually I'm gonna polish it.
I've been held up in the city for a while due to the rain.
Ooh, this guy was. I like the way his voice sounded. Oh yeah, my alarm went off. So okay, we'll pick this up next time. Bye guys.